So now we know the meaning of PV diagram. It is the graphical representation of equation of state. Graphical representation of equation of state. That is, equation of state is given by PV is equal to nRT. So for a given amount, for a fixed mass of gas, N is constant, R is universal gas constant, and now if the temperature is kept constant, then as pressure decreases, volume increases, and vice versa. So temperature is kept constant, then it is called as the isotherm. When the temperature T is remaining constant, then PV curve is called isotherm. Isothermal change means temperature is constant. It is called as a isotherm. So last time we have seen two types of PV curve. Pressure against volume. So this is initial state, this is the final state. So this volume increases from V1 to V2 or Vi to Vf. So this is the volume expansion. Volume expansion. P and V are both varying. The second diagram we have seen is again it is a PV diagram, but the change is like this. So final volume is V2, initial volume is Vf. This initial volume is Vi. So Vf is less than Vi. So this is a, in this case Vf is greater than Vi. So this is the volume compression. P and V are both variable. Now we are considering only change in volume. So these two cases we have already seen. Work done is positive. Work done is positive. On this side, work done is negative. Work done is negative. So this part we have seen in the last lecture. Now we are varying only one variable, volume. Pressure is kept constant. When pressure of the gas is kept constant. Now the PV diagram will look like this. Pressure against volume. So pressure is kept constant, so it is a line parallel to the volume axis. So this is the initial state A, this is the final state B, this is initial volume Vi, this is the final volume Vf. Now if the change is taking place from A to B, so in this case the final volume Vf is greater than Vi, therefore it is the case of volume expansion. volume expansion at constant pressure, at constant pressure. P against V. Again, the graph is parallel to the volume axis. So pressure is kept constant. Initial state is A, final state is B. Initial state is A, final state is B. And now the volume change takes place like this. This is the initial volume Vi. This is the final volume Vf. So the state changes from A to B. So in this case, Vf final volume is less than Vi. Therefore, this is the case of volume compression at constant pressure. At constant pressure. So in this case, again, we can show that this area under the curve gives the work done. Area under the PV curve gives the work done. Work done during either volume expansion or compression. So volume expansion, volume compression, volume compression. Pressure is varying, pressure is constant. Pressure is varying, pressure is constant. So pressure and volume both are changing. Pressure is constant, only there is a change in volume like this. So the common factor is this. The area under the curve will do the work done. The area under the curve will do the work done. Now what is the common on this side? The work done is positive for this case as well as this case. Work done is negative for this case as well as this case. So volume compression, work done is negative. Volume expansion, work done is positive. So comparison can be given like this. So volume expansion, volume compression, volume compression. Pressure is varying, volume is also varying. Pressure is varying, volume is also varying. Pressure is constant, only change in volume like this. So work done is positive, volume expansion. Work done is negative, volume compression. What is the common factor? Area gives the work done, area gives the work done, area gives the work done, area gives the work done. So this is the important result. The area bound by the PV curve with the volume axis gives the amount of work done during the change of state. Hello, sir. So this statement we are using so many times. So we have to verify this whether it is correct or not. So at constant volume, the work done can be calculated by this area. So let us see this one extra point. We are saying that work done is the area represents the work done. How? That now we have to see. So these are the 4 cases on PV diagram. There are also some additional cases, isobaric process, isochoric process, etc. So we will see them afterwards. So now we have to verify this conclusion. Verify that area under the PV curve has dimensions of work So we know the dimensions of work. Dimensions of work is equal to dimensions of force multiplied by dimensions of displacement. This is the dimensional method. So this is equal to force means mass into acceleration, m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. Displacement means m raised to 0, l raised to 1, t raised to 0. So dimensions of work is equal to m raised to 1, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2. So this is equation with capital K. Now consider a PV diagram showing the change in volume at constant pressure. P1. So the PV diagram is like this. Pressure axis, volume axis. So this is pressure P1 and this pressure is constant. So this is initial state A where the volume is V1. This is the final state where the volume is V2 or Vf. This is Vi. So this A is the initial state P1 Vi. B is the final state P1 Vf. And suppose this is the case of volume expansion. Volume expansion means arrow will be in the direction. So this is point A, B, this is C, this is D. So this is the area bound by the PV curve with the volume axis. So we are to show this. Verify that area under the PV curve has the dimensions of work done. So work dimension आपण काढलेले आहे. So on PV diagram, area under the PV curve on PV diagram is equal to area A, B, C, D, A. So it is equal to, now this area is equal to DC multiplied by AD, like this. So dimensions of area is equal to DC. DC means this Vf minus Vi multiplied by AD. AD means P1 multiplied by 0. So the equation is written dimension like this. So this is a dimensions of volume, change in volume, dimensions of pressure. Change in pressure and pressure both have same dimension, we know that. So dimensions of volume are m raised to 0, l raised to 3, t raised to 0 multiplied by pressure is equal to force upon area. Pressure is defined as force per unit area. So this is equal to m0, l3, t0. Force is equal to m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2 upon area. Area means m0, l square, t0. So the total dimensions are m raised to 1 minus 0, l raised to 3 plus 1 minus 2 and t raised to only minus 2, and therefore this is equal to m raised to 1, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2. So dimensions of area on the PV diagram is given by equation B. So see the right hand side, m raised to 1, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2, m1, l2, t raised to minus 2. So right hand side is same. So equation A and B shows that dimensions of area on PV diagram is equal to dimensions of work done. So we are using this result so many times. So work done may be positive, may be negative, it depends upon the arrow. Volume expansion, work done is positive, volume compression, this work done is negative. So for compression, this VI will be more than VFO, like this. And therefore we get this type of variation. Now we have to see the use of PV diagram again. So what is meant by path on the PV diagram? So in our graph, the line joining initial state A and final state B is called as the path. The path may be straight line as shown in our graph, or it may be curve as we have shown in previous graph, like this. So dimensionally we have proved that area bound by the PV curve with the volume axis gives the amount of work done. The work done may be positive, may be negative, or even it may be 0. आता वर्क डन जे 0 केव्हा असेल ते तुम्ही पण सांगू शकता. मग if the line is drawn, straight line is drawn perpendicular to the volume axis, in that case that volume is remaining constant, Vi and Vf will be same, and in that case this value in this equation, if the volume is kept constant, then this CD will become 0. So CD becomes 0, therefore area becomes 0, no work is done. So if volume is remaining constant, then work done is equal to 0. Volume expansion, work done is positive. Volume compression, work done is negative. So there are three cases. Work done may be positive, volume expansion. Work done may be negative, volume compression. And work done may be 0, volume remaining constant, like this. So these three cases can be used to explain the change in the pressure and volume coordinate of the system. So this PV curve, it is also called as a path on the PV diagram. So suppose we are considering again the PV diagram like this. So A is the initial state, Vi, EI, and B is the final state, VF, EF, like this, and the change takes place from A to B, like this. So in this case, the state is not changing directly from A to B, but it is going number of intermediate states. For example, at this point say C, the pressure may be volume may be say V1, P1. Here D point, the volume is V2, the pressure is P2. This is E. The volume is V3, P3, V4, P4, like this. So these are intermediate states, C, D, E, F are the intermediate stage. Intermediate states. A is the initial state, B is a final state. So the system undergoes a series of intermediate states between initial and final states. So when these intermediate states are plotted on the PV diagram, then it is called as a path. So the meaning of path is like this. Any system passes through a series of intermediate states. Intermediate states. All these are intermediate states between initial and final state. Initial and final states. When these intermediate states are plotted on PV diagram, then it is called path. Path on PV diagram. Path on PV diagram. What is the significance of this path of PV diagram? The path represents the changes taking place. It tells us the way a system has gone through the change. Significance of path. Significance of path on PV diagram. The path on PV diagram signifies the way in which system follows the changes in its states. स्टेट मध्ये कसे बदल होतात ते आपल्याला कळतात. तर स्टेट मधले चेंजेस वेगवेगळे असू शकतात. द इनिशियल अँड फायनल स्टेट मे बी सेम बट द path may be different. The initial and final states may be remaining same, but paths may be different. The paths may be different. So the simple example you can give like this one. Suppose this is the PV diagram. So the system may go from initial state A to final state B. This is initial state. This is final state. So it may go from A to B along this path. Like this. The system can also change like this. First, at constant pressure, the volume will change. Then, at constant volume, the pressure will change like this. So, for A point, the initial pressure is Pi. For B point, the final pressure is Pf. For A point, the initial volume is Vi. For B point, the final volume is the Vf like this. So, this is path number 1. This is path number 2. ACB like this. Initial and final states are same, but path is different. This is path number 1. This is path number 2. We can also change the state like this, from A to D and then D to B, like this. This is path number 3. So the figure shows that the initial and final state A and B are same, but paths are different, path 1, 2, 3, etc. Now what is about the work done in these 3 cases? So depending upon the path, the work done will change. Depending upon the path joining initial and final state, work done may change. So in this case, work done W1 is not equal to work done W2 is not equal to work done W3. So the significance is like this: point number 1, point number 2, and point number 3. So this is the significance of the path on the PV diagram. So in all these 3 paths, the initial and final states are same, A and B. This A has initial volume Vi, pressure Pi. Final state had volume Vf, pressure Pf, like this. But the intermediate states are different. In this case, the pressure and volume are continuously changing, path number 1. In this case, initially from A to C, the pressure remain constant, only there is a volume expansion. Then from C to B, there is a change in pressure only, no change in volume, like this. So no work is done here. Now in the third path, from A to B, there is a change in pressure only, volume is remaining constant, and then there is a change in volume. So pressure and volume changes continuously, pressure remain constant, volume changes, volume remain constant, pressure changes. Then volume remain constant, pressure changes, pressure remain constant, volume changes, like this. So this is the significance of the path. Now we have made this statement: W1 is not equal to W2 is not equal to W3. Why? Because we know this statement: area bound by the PV curve represent the work done. So whether this statement is correct or not, that now we have to verify. ह्या वर्क डनच्या व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचे आहे. आपण ह्या 2 केसेस कन्सिडर करत आहोत, पाथ नंबर 2 and path number 3. What is the work done? So work done are not equal, but we have to verify it. So let us verify this. This PV diagram is called the indicator diagram because it indicates the changes in the state. So this diagram shows that the initial state has volume Vi, initial pressure Pi, then it goes from A to C, volume changes from Vi to V1, pressure changes from Pi to P1, like this. Then it goes from C to D, D to E, E to F, F to B, etc. So how the change in the state of the system takes place, it is indicated by this diagram, and therefore this PV diagram is also called as the indicator diagram. So why it is called as the indicator diagram? The reason is very simple. This path represents the change in the state. The intermediate states are represented on this PV diagram, on the path of the PV diagram, like this. So just now we have given the significance of path on PV diagram. The values of work done are different for different path when initial and final states are remaining same. So same thing we have to prove, and for that purpose we are considering the 2 paths. Path 1. Path 1. आपण मागचीच फिगर यूज करतोय. Sorry, that we have shown by path 2. So the last diagram was this. pressure, volume. So one path is this, path number 2, ACB. This is path number 1. We have already worked this point. And path number 3. Path number 3. Path number 2. So first we are going to consider W2. W2 is equal to WACB. ही कैसा अगोदर आपण बघतो. So see the path. Pressure axis, volume axis, and the change in the state is like this. A, C, B, A to C, C to B. Path number 2, path number 2, like this. Initial state VI, PI, final state VF, PF. So this is the VF, this is VI, this is PF, this is PI, like this. So this is the path. So system undergoes the change like this. Along the path number 2, the system undergoes first along path 2. System undergoes volume change, at constant pressure, PI from initial volume VI to final volume PI, and then pressure change from PI to PF at constant volume VA, at constant volume VA, like this. So in this case, let W2 is equal to WACB is equal to work done for the path 2, that is the path A to C, C to B. Then W2 is equal to area ACB, याला आपण नाव देऊ C dash, A dash. So A, C, B, C dash, A dash, A. These are the area. So I will show this area. Like this. So W2 is equal to this area. Now we will consider this path number 3. Path number 3. path 3 PV diagram. So initial and final states are same PV diagram. So A is the initial state VI EI and B is the final state VF PF. So initially the pressure changes from PI to PF and then volume changes like this. So this is path number 3 ADB. So consider the path 3, that is the path ADB, where initially how the changing? Initially pressure changes from PI to PF along AD, keeping the volume constant. Therefore, work done along the path AD is equal to 0 because volume is constant. Then volume increases from VI to VF along dB. Therefore, W3 is equal to WADB is equal to WAD plus WDB. This work done is 0 and this is equal to work done W3 is equal to. Now this is the area. Draw perpendicular. This is B dash D dash. So this is equal to area B dash D dash D B like this. हा area आपल्याला मिळाला. So this is the area A3. This is the area A2. So A2 is more than A3. So for this path, work done is more. Initially, we have to change the volume and then change in pressure. Here, initial change is in pressure and then change in volume, like this. So what is the conclusion? W2 is greater than W3. WACB is greater than WADB. So work done are different. Just now we have said that in this case, this W1 is not equal to W2 is not equal to W3 question mark. So we have verified this part. Actually, if we see this diagram, then what is about the work done? This W2 is the highest than W1 than W3. This is the result. The half part of verify. So work done is calculated by counting the area under the curve, and therefore this is the area bound. So for this portion AD, there is no change in volume. Volume remains constant, therefore no work is done. So this is also the one result. When there is no change in volume, no work done. So work done is given by work done is equal to PdV when volume is constant is constant, then dV is equal to 0, therefore work done is equal to 0. And therefore, why this WAD is equal to 0, this is the explanation. So, we can change the system from initial to final state along different paths, but the value of work done will be different for different gases, like this. So calculations of area are important. Now see this figure. Along the three paths, 1, 2, 3, there is a volume expansion from initial volume Vi at point A to the final volume Vf at point B. So there is a volume expansion, and work done W1, W2, W3 are like this, and they are not zero. No work is zero. So during the volume expansion, we know that the work done is positive, it is not zero. But there is this is the interesting point. There is a volume expansion, but there is no work done. व्हॉल्यूम एक्सपेन्शन होत आहे, पण तरी वर्क डनची व्हॅल्यू 0 असू शकते. आताच आपण स्पेशल केस काय बघितली, इफ द व्हॉल्यूम इज रिमेनिंग कॉन्स्टंट देन वर्क डन इज 0. बट इवन दो देर इज ए व्हॉल्यूम एक्सपेन्शन, इवन दो व्हॉल्यूम इन्क्रीजेज, देर मे बी 0 वर्क डन. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट केस? फरक आला लक्षात? काय करायचं आहे आपल्याला? इन दिस डायग्राम we are using the volume expansion from initial volume at A to final volume at B. So whatever may be the path, A 1, 2, 3, ACB or AB or ADB, the work done is not 0. So during volume expansion there is a positive work done and it is not 0. But there is an exceptional case. There is an exceptional case when there is a increase in volume, but no work is done. No heat is supplied, no work is done. What is that case? So we have to see that case. 0 work during volume expansion. In short, we can remember that there is a 0 work during the volume expansion, like this. Work done by the system during volume expansion may also be maybe 0. So what to explain this case? This is a special case. So this shows that W1 is not equal to 0, W2 is not equal to 0, W3 is not equal to 0. So W1, W2, W3 are positive during volume expansion. So we have to compare these two cases. During the volume expansion, work done is positive and it is not 0. But this is the special case. There is a volume expansion, but work done is 0. How? So we have to see this question mark like this. So this next case, there is a volume expansion, but no work done by the system. So what to explain these cases? So there are two types of volume expansion that we are going to consider. One is a controlled volume expansion and uncontrolled volume expansion. So out of these two expansion, in one case this work done will be 0. So controlled and uncontrolled volume expansion, these two cases we have to see for volume expansion. In one case there is a work done, In another case, there is no work done. So, which case is preferable, that we have to see. Okay, we will see these two cases, controlled and uncontrolled expansion, volume expansion of the gas in next lecture. So, we will stop here.